peeing pretty well, and she's kind of been hanging out by herself. So she is definitely due, and her bags come in. Her ligaments are real soft, or at least last time I checked this morning. So there's a good chance I got to run Jack to his speech therapy, but there's a good chance there could be some action by the time I get back. So she is out here all by herself. She's definitely focused. She could give 2 poops less that I'm out here watching her right now. Welcome back. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening on Friday, December 4th. Grace has decided to move herself into the kidding shed, which she's definitely moving into the more active part of labor. She's starting to have some goo stream a little bit. She's kind of chattering to herself. She's been a little slow to labor today, but she's starting to do the squats, and so I'll keep an eye on those from my experience. And she hasn't done it enough yet for me to be concerned, because she's literally finally just starting into the active part of labor. But from my limited experience, when it comes to does laboring, when they start doing the squats, and so like those really deep potty squats where they just hang there for a while but they're not actually peeing, that's not always a good sign when they keep doing it. Now she just started it, and I'm not convinced that there's anything to worry about yet. She's been moving around good and otherwise totally normal today. But I have a friend that raises show goats, and they've had it happen once, I know, and then we had it kind of happen last year a little bit when we lost one. But it just seems like when they squat and they squat and they squat, and then like the next part of labor, like they never actually push, they just squat for hours on end. That could be a sign that there's something more insidious going on. And so I know for my friend, it was triplets that got tangled up. And for me, I to be honest, I don't know, because she squatted for, well, she probably squatted off and on for about an hour, and then she laid down and pushed one baby out just fine. And then I went in to check her because she was huge, and she had a really big doe kid that must have died just a few hours, like when she went into labor, and it was just positioned wrong. And so that's why when they start doing the squatties for too long, I go in and I check to make sure nobody's tangled or everybody's in a good position. So I think she's only supposed to have one. I can't remember. Her records show for her ultrasound she's a 1+. And so I want to say with her we saw another sac, but we couldn't necessarily see in the sac to see if there was a baby. So and I saw baby, I wish I could have got it on video. I saw baby last night just going to town on mom like she was a boxing bag. We'll give a little bit and wait and see. I may go inside and check and see if there's anybody else popping out, but for now I'll just let her enjoy her baby for a few minutes. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to trim her cord, and then I'm going to spray it with some iodine. That is to prevent any type of infection getting up into the umbilical cord while the umbilical cord is wide open, since it just tore away from mom. And actually, so I probably seem relatively paranoid. So I've actually had one kid back before our first group, the second time we'd ever kidded. I had never sprayed cords, or dipped cords, I guess. Usually the term is dip. I guess I spray them. But I had never done that before, and I guess I didn't really see the purpose in it because I was new to it. You know, with cattle, you don't do that, and that's the only experience I had. And so I didn't see the necessity in it. Well, then we had a kid come down with joint ill. So we'll trim it about a 1/2 inch to the body, and then we'll spray it with Hold on. I know, I'll give you your baby back. And then I coat it really good with iodine. There you go. There's your baby. But I actually have had a, excuse me, I've actually had a kid contract joint ill, and it's a very, very ugly disease. And so I have made it a point. That's why you'll see me in these videos. I'll actually take my scissors in between kids. Again, it's super stupid. I'm sure it doesn't do anything, but I'll actually take an alcohol pad and wipe the scissors down before I trim. Oh, look at them giving kisses. I'll wipe the scissors off, and then I'll trim about the umbilical cord down to about a 1/2 inch, and then I'll spray it with iodine really good. But yeah, joint ill is no fun. So we definitely I put a high priority on cord care here. So what a good mama. I don't know, do you have any more babies? We'll get you all nestled into your home here in a second. Aw, what a cute little girl. So like right now it's still normal for her to have contractions just like any other animal would when they work on getting the placenta out, or she could be having another kid. So we'll just wait and see. Oh, I think there's another kid because there's a lot of pushing coming. That's a big sack. I think there's another kid. Oh my goodness, come on, Mom. Give her hell. Here, what do we got going on? Oh, it looks like, okay, I'll let you give some pushes because everything feels good. It's another big kid. Yeah, come on, Mama, you can do it. Push. No, you got it. I always feel like when they always kid in a corner, and then like I have such a hard time getting in to help them. Come on. That's another big one. You're having a couple big babies. You got it, Mama. Don't give up. Cover up your goo. I know, Mom. It's no fun. I know. You're almost there. It's a big one. I know. Come on. I know. So close. I know. Come on.
Is he going to have one?
Yeah, he's going to have another one.
Is it a boy or a girl?
That one's a girl.
Oh my goodness. Hey, Mama.
Yes.
Do you know where your phone is? I want to take pictures.
Boy.
Oh, boy and a girl.
Yes, a big boy. Can you hand me that towel back there, baby?
Mama,
Yes.
can I take a picture for my class?
Yes, you can, honey. Hold on, he's got some fluid. Oh, no, shut that door. I don't want them other does coming in here. Where'd you do with your sister?
Why I told you to watch B?
Is your daddy home yet?
No.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, she's starting to get up, Mama. Oh my goodness, Mommy, she's almost
Oh, these are two good-sized kids. We got a little boy and a little girl.
I think the girl is little. Oh my goodness, Mommy, she's about to stand up. Yes, can I take your phone down?
Hold on, I'm recording a video. You can take pictures here in a second. You want to show your class?
Yeah, nobody's seen baby goat.
Nobody's seen baby goats? Man, look at the neck on this little dude.
Does he got a strong
He's
neck?
got a really strong neck. Oh, Mom's tired. You guys were big. Yeah. You guys were big. You wore Mama out.
So I guess he was the first one.
Well, so this one, well, of course. I know, look at you, precious boy. Oh, you're so hungry. Say, Mom, feed me. I'm so hungry. I know, I'm so hungry. Okay, Well, somebody has to go get your sister and bring her out here.
Well, you do it, Wyatt.
Wyatt, go get your
I
sister.
was, no, I was watching everybody.
Go get your sister, please. That would be a huge favor to me. You can help with the babies.
Makes you let me in all the house.
Just go.
You want me in charge of all the
Well,
kids.
and it's big responsibilities around here during kidding season. So you do mommy a huge favor. Just close the door. Trust me, I'll be out here for a little bit.
Oh, you gotta check if there's more?
Well, I think she was only supposed to have one, so the fact that two came out, I think I'd be shocked if there was a third.
Oh, she would be still pushing.
Oh, look, they're already standing. Okay, so we're gonna trim the cord.
He has a lot of blood.
Oh, that's okay. That's just probably cervical or uterine blood from mom. Okay, we're gonna trim the cord again. Snippity snip. Okay, put that in there. Spray, 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 spray. Okay, little one, let's go see your mama. Look, oh, your mama's so happy to see you. Look at those beautiful babies.
Hey, Mama, now can I take pictures?
No, it's still going. Just be patient.
Is it almost done?
Well, you guys are... I know, she's already standing. She's a trooper.
Can I pet her?
Yeah.
I haven't had a
Just watch
chance.
her go. Oh, I guess baby B has yet to see.
Why doesn't she have milk coming out yet?
Oh, no, she will. I'll check and make sure. I'll break her seals and make sure that things are flowing right.
She's already got a full horns to come
No,
out.
I think that's just a little swirl on her head.
Oh.
They're doing good. They're doing good. He's going to make a really good weather prospect. I'm super excited to see how this fella.
Have we ever had a boy, Weddle?
Oh yeah, we've had lots of weathers, honey. This one is just so, Grace is a commercial doe, and so.
That makes her kids do commercial.
Well, yeah, so we can register the doe at 50%, and then this little guy will just be a wether. God, I hope there's not another one rolled out of you. That'd be a shocker. Okay, now what we're gonna do. Oh, that's fine. Shut the door though.
Did you wake him up?
Shut the door. Jack doesn't have shoes on. Fee doesn't have shoes on. Okay.
Oh, Wyatt, when they come out, you got actually get them ready.
You have to get them ready. Okay. Here, Macy, can you bring that baby over here?
The girl?
Yes.
Look
Look at the babies. I know. Oh, watch where
It's
you're going.
exciting to wake up and see a baby.
I know.
It's fine for blood.
Yeah, blood's fine. Oh, that's the boy. The boy's already trying to eat.
Did they live in the city?
Who,
Yeah.
honey?
Yeah.
Don't chew on that, baby.
Your club lives in the city? Yeah. Oh, so I can't believe none of them had snot.
No, they're pretty clean. Here, let's put baby over here.
But how did he grow up so fast?
There you go. There you go by mama. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no, here, I don't need those
walking.
outfits. Oh, he's going the wrong way. Here, bring him back over here.
But,
So as you can tell, all of my help has joined me all at the same time, and there's a lot of help.
I think these are the best. I think Mom did a pretty good job in Baby Goat.
You're standing, yes. Mom did a very good job. Don't touch it, Wyatt. Okay. And then I'm going to give them a half cc of B complex right now. You wouldn't have to give that.
Do you have a surprise for me, guys?
Yeah, I have 4 children trying to simultaneously help.
Well, guys, I just got here. I just got back from physical therapy on my shoulder. And this is what happens when you have 4 littles and one of you is gone. It's kind of chaos in here.
Okay, guys.
The boys are making noise and they're running. They're gonna get mom worked up, and then they'll probably get run over, and then we're probably not gonna feel bad about them getting run over. But yeah, we got everybody over here. I'm sure Shayna's already got a bunch of clips of this for you, but I was watching them on the barn camera on the way home. I flipped it on just to see if anybody was doing anything, and alas, everybody was in here in the barn having our first baby goats. So if Shayna didn't tell you, this mama is Grace, And she's a sulky doe, right?
She's a what?
She's a sulky,
Silky, yeah.
silky. Okay.
It's silky, yeah.
Forgive us. They're out of Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember how to say it, so don't shoot the messenger. If somebody knows, put a phonetic spelling in the comments. We definitely know who they are, but no, we picked Grace up in Kansas from a family, and she is she's bred by Brett, right?
Okay, so we got them moved into her stall. What I like to do now, I know some people maybe don't even bother. I like to make sure that they don't just get one good drink, but that they get at least a couple good drinks from mom. And then even then I'll come back out in a few hours here and just make sure that that they're all settled.
Hello, handsome. I'm not your mama. No, I'm not your mama. You're handsome, no. You are. Yes.
He is a very stout little boy. Here, come here, baby. Okay. I don't think Junior here has gotten a drink. And there's a little trick. I want to say it was my friend that taught me this, because I don't know who else it would have been. But you tickle the booty. So if you're trying to, because this, it simulates or stimulates or whatever. Oh, there he goes. The action that mom would do, because she's licking on little girl right now, is you just kind of tickle their booty and they'll start suckling, and that's what he's doing. And I don't know why. That's just part of their natural instinct, I guess. And then here in a second, I'll get mom some alfalfa, and then once she's settled with the babies, rather I should say, and I know they've gotten good drinks from her, I'll bring her a really good ration of her grain. We'll give her some fresh hay. I'll bring her water in. I need to lower this cage down another, at least another notch or two, make it a little bit lower. This guy, I'm really excited for him. She's a commercial doe, so he would be a wether anyway, but she comes, from my understanding, she comes from wether stock, and she is built in such a way that I feel like he makes a really good wether prospect.
This is her first kidding here, and she's definitely being a good mama. How was the delivery?
Both of them had a leg and shoulder back, so I had to assist a little bit.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people out there that like to let mom do her own thing, but you know, I mean, no matter what, everybody cares about their animals. We just we really care about our animals. So, you know, Shayna tries to be out here with all of them. That way everything goes nice and smooth, and we don't have to help anybody recover.
Okay, so you probably missed it earlier. My kids burst through the door just as I was getting ready to tell you the shots that I give the kids, the goat kids, not my human children. But so I'll kind of walk back through everything real quick. So for umbilical cord care, once they're delivered, I trim the cord back to about a ½ inch from their body, and then I spray it really well with some gentle iodine. That's just to help dry the cord faster and help it close up so that no bacteria can get up through the cord and cause infection. But then after that, this is just what I do. It works well on our farm. I give them each, the babies, a 1/4 cc of Bosi. That's selenium and vitamin E, and I'm pretty sure the vitamin E is really, really minuscule. It's really the selenium. I don't know if the vitamin E is a carrier in the Bosi. But I give them a 1/4 cc basically of selenium, of Bosi. And then they also, now this is something that I don't know if other farms do. I feel as though it's important for them to kind of give them a little appetite boost just to make sure that they're up and eating. But I give them a ½ cc of vitamin B complex. Vitamin B is water soluble, and so whatever they don't need, they will just excrete out in their urine. So a ½ cc, I'm not worried about. Both are given subcutaneously. I just give it in the little nook of their armpit. But after that, I make sure that their nose and throat are clear and that they get up and nurse. One thing that I don't think I said earlier in the video is that I make sure, so she's a clean 2x2, so she has 4 functional teats. And so like with her, I went through and I milked all 4 teats to make sure that there was actually colostrum coming through. And so all 4 of them are functional. That should be excellent for the babies, assuming she produces enough milk for both of them. I have no reason to think that she wouldn't. But so the babies, they're up and running. They're doing great. I make sure I stay out here with them for more than one latch. I want to make sure that they're actually up and eating numerous times. But then after that, one thing that I don't do, I don't feed mom right away, right after birth. I want to make sure that she stays with her babies and, you know, and does her job and pays attention to them since they need it right away. But then it's been about 45 minutes since she delivered. And so what I'm going to do, we give them a pound of grain in the morning, a pound of grain at night, and then they get as much alfalfa as they want. What we tried last year, and it worked really well, I feel like it helped. Weaning wasn't as hard on the kids or on mom. Around 6 to 8 weeks, we'll start to transition them off alfalfa onto just our grass hay, our prairie hay. Just because the reason that they're on alfalfa and so much grain is to help encourage lactation. Well, if we're getting closer to weaning, because we tend to wean between 10 to 12 weeks, and so we want the kids and mom to be as ready as possible for that. And so she doesn't produce as much milk, and so the kids can take more to hay and grain versus just being on mom. So that's...
And I want to mention, so the grain we're feeding this year is the mix that we've been using here throughout most of the year. It's our custom creep ration with a little bit higher fat content. It should help moms recover really well here after kidding, to keep weight on or get weight back on them, healthy weight. But it is also the feed that we will be using for the babies. So they're going to become accustomed to it right away, and then that transition, unlike last year where we were feeding, say, Show Rite Advancer to them or something like that does have a sweet smell. This will at least be something they're used to, so they should take to it right away and be ready to put the weight on.
So, I mean, really, that's all I can think of right now. I'm sure there's things I'm missing, but that's what our focus will be on now, is making sure the babies get up, and these next couple days are critical to make sure that they're up and healthy and eating, and that there's, you know, nothing otherwise wrong with them, and that mom's getting everything that she needs nutritionally to provide for the babies.
Well, as you guys can tell, the lamp's still in here. So as I said, we didn't get rid of them. We'll probably use them in the weaning sheds. But I want to say, when I came home from therapy, it was, I should quit saying therapy. I should say physical therapy, so you don't think I'm a complete nut, even though, you know, this crazy place could drive you to it. But we're reading 50 degrees in here right now, and it is probably in the mid-30s outside. So like I said, we consistently stay 10 or 15 degrees warmer in here, even when it gets really cold. We've got this stock tank down here that I'll probably, after using it this year, I'll probably run it into town and hit it with the pressure washer at the car wash, just to get it nice and clean. And then does like this will have a full tank outside of just having a bucket. But other than that, do you remember who our camera system is through?
Barn.
Is it Barn Watcher?
Well, that's not... I feel like there's a few different names you Google.
I think it's Foaling Camera or Barn Watcher,
then...
or anything like that. So what we'll do is, maybe I'll have Shayna pull her camera out, and we'll give you guys just a little look at what we see. I may actually...
Look at this. Is this not... Do you see this? I missed this on her.
Look at that cute little dot on her. Isn't that just darling? You're so adorable.
She's like, no, not right now.
I don't think.
I was just born.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to show you on Shayna's camera here. As you can tell, the color's kind of washed out. But we use an app called Super Life Plus. And it's going to say device offline. So we have a series of cameras in here, 4 analog HD cameras. So here's essentially what we can see right now. We can change the layout. There is an audio microphone in here, as you can see down here. I don't know if it's working right now, but what we'll do is we'll click this button and we'll choose the quad picture, and as it loads, it'll bring up all 4 cameras in here. I like to set mine up 1, 2, 3 and 4, just because that's how they sit in the barn. Shayna's got them just a little bit different, but being inside the barn, I don't know if this will show up really well. There we go. I may have to step outside. But here's camera 4 behind us. We'll kind of wave, and it's delayed. So there's the 4 cameras that we have. For some reason, number 1 here, that is up here above Grace, that one is stuck in black and white, and I think it's because the light is tipped that's above it, and it's just causing it to kick out. But as you can tell, there's pretty good camera quality here. Like I said, we're shooting camera to camera, but if we would just say take camera 2 here, and if we click, let me see if I'm trying to do this between, it's not what I wanted. Anyway, but what we can do is we can adjust the video quality of the picture. And so actually you click this eyeball and we can go to super definition, and it'll become a little laggy, but once it kind of flashes the screen and comes in, we get a lot clearer picture. So if we're worried about what one horn or crazy are doing on the back end, we can kind of zoom in close. If we just want to see general movement, we can switch to a lower medium definition, and once it refreshes, we get a lot quicker response. Like I said, I'm in a metal building, so give it a little bit of grace, but there is essentially, I don't know if it's called a modem. We got the 4 camera system without recording, and basically it's just live streaming to our phones through our internet. And so it's got a point-to-point system that I want to say is good for around 300, God, is it 3 miles or something like that? But we are legitimately like 50 yards from the barn, so it's pretty quick. Like I said, you can switch between those views. You can do some different stuff to make it center. We can also, like I said, Shayna's phone's a lot newer than mine, so it acts a little different. We'll get out of it here. If you have a microphone set up, we could talk into the barn. That would be kind of handy sometimes. There's also a snapshot picture and a recording feature. So earlier I was actually taking some screenshot pictures of Shayna and the kids over in the corner with Grace, so that way we could use them as thumbnails. As you can see here, you can kind of see where your delay is. Like I said, it's bouncing from the barn to the house through our Wi-Fi and back. So just in comparison. But anyway, that's just a little bit of our barn camera system. I don't actually remember what we paid for the whole setup. Honestly, you're probably going to look to spend $1,000 to get into it, I would say. I don't remember if that was the 2 camera setup.
Yeah, it was.
You know, and then we added something like that, and then we had 2 additional cameras. But anyway, it's definitely been good. We've caught some babies. As soon as we'll get up in the middle of the night and check. I actually caught a mom dropping a baby, and was able to run out here in time to break the sack open because it didn't break when it hit the ground. So, you know, it's got some benefits. It is, like I said, a little delayed, but realistically, you can't go wrong. They tell you that the analog system is more reliable than a digital. So give it a look if you need something, and I would say it's well worth the money and peace of mind. Well, there's those first poopies.
Who's pooping already? You're pooping?
Yeah, she's pooping.
Oh yeah, you got the tar poops out, huh? Oh, I forgot. We'll have to get baby wipes.
Oh yes. Hey guys, one other thing that I want to mention that is super handy. Some of you have probably figured this out or been doing it a long time. Was it just last year we kind of did that?
I think Jess told us to do it, didn't she?
God, I don't remember. I don't remember if
Or maybe I got lazy.
well, I don't remember if somebody told us or if I just thought I was having a brilliant moment. You know, that's my one thought for the 10 years. But I came out here one day and just kind of like when you have baby chicks, you know, their poop will get plugged up on their butt, and you got to clean that. Shayna's getting a call. But anyway, a lot of times you need to make sure you clear that off. And so we just try to keep an extra package. It helps that we have kids in diapers. So we keep an extra pack of baby wipes out here. So that way when they're starting to have those first poops, and if mom's not real good about cleaning them off, it's nice and wet to get it wiped off and not, you know, pick it off and make it raw. So just another little tip to keep around in your kidding kit is a set of baby wipes.